Savannah is well known for one of the most haunted cities in the United States. Not only that, but there were few burial graves before 1750. After 1750, many of them were discarded and paved over. Now, Savannah is known as the city that lives upon its dead. In the first video, you are going to see a K2 meter placed just inside the child's playground by the Colonial Cemetery. You know if your relative is here? Not if they were mass buried.
Probably not.
Especially if they were mass buried and just buried in mess.
Well, and that's why nobody's taking care of, because they have no relatives to take care of them.
Well, I think they have relatives, just nobody knows who they are.
Yeah.
Gets to the point that how do you...
What?
Max, careful. That doesn't look very smart. That's how you broke your arm last time. What?
What's that?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, she sounded British. Turn left at the light.
Turn left to the light. Straight on till morning.
Where are the kids? Climbing on top of the things.
Climbing.
So you're saying that symbol was not a pirate? It was a...
No, it means they died of disease.
So why'd they put it on there? So other people...
Because they didn't know back then that the diseases didn't spread after death.
So what was the pirate symbol?
They put it on to warn people that...
So what was the true pirate symbol?
Pirates were hung and thrown in the ocean.
I guess pirates never had a real pirate symbol, did they?
No, because they were all convicted of...
So here's my question. How did some of them get gravestones and how did others not? Like, how did some people in here get gravestones and that they say that there could be like 10,000 people buried here? How did the others not?
Well, I think...
Did they bury the mass ones first, like way before they buried? So the mass people were buried way before the other people were buried, so there's like graves on top of graves?
Yeah, maybe.
So mass graves, piles and piles of mass graves, and then people buried upon them with gravestones? So if you're standing over Edward, you could be standing over Marcia, Samuel...
Well, and all the gravestones up against that wall, they don't know where they go.
Well, they say there was up to 10,000 here. Over 10,000. Over 10,000 people?
Possibly.
Anywhere from 10,000 to 14,000, they said.
Hello?
And over 10,000 to 14,000. Haven't moved it one bit. I have video of all this, and it's been sitting in the same spot, man. Look at. Literally, as the night goes on and people are disappearing, the more activity happens. Look at. It went from nothing a minute ago, dead silent. Here we go again. Look at. And there's nothing different.
They said this is where there were duels back in the day.
Well, that light has been on the whole time, and it's been dead. It was when I said the 10,000 to 14,000 graves, and I said there was a bunch of graves on top of other graves.
And there's a bunch that they don't know where they go?
Well, no. Like, basically they're saying your Edward is buried on top of 10,000 people, and you go to look at Edward's burial ground, and literally you're saying hi to Marcia and Samuel and Jeremy and Marcus and all the other people because there's about 20 buried under him. Or 30.
I'd like to know if Nathaniel Green's really here.
I don't think he is. I think somebody said he wasn't here.
the most haunted house in the most haunted city in the United States. Enjoy this tour of a house where the paranormal is normal.
Aristocrats as well as war heroes such as Mr. Robert E. Lee. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Robert E. Lee did party on this Georgia pine that you are currently standing on. So, when you go back home, you can tell all of your friends, hey, guess what? I stood where Robert E. Lee partied, and they're all going to be like so jealous. Just kidding. But our guests, upon entering, smell cigar smoke in here, or they smell brandy. We've had some guests report that they can hear music playing, either from a piano, or from a violin, or from a band in general. Some guests who've walked into the ladies' parlor can hear chattering as well as smell perfumes. So we have a lot of activity that occurs in these rooms. We also get a lot of photography from these rooms.
Children's quarters. Now, to this day, little Matilda, she's one of the many reported figures a lot of people report seeing around the property. Now, I've had a few people tell me that when they're in the foyer, they look up at the top of the staircase. I've had about 3 people say that they've seen a little girl at the very top. Now, I myself have not seen this little girl on the staircase, and I do not want to see a little girl on the staircase. They ran for 11 more years after that. For the rest of the show, they could not capture something loud, clear, or long as what they captured in this property. Now, so this little piece of evidence, this little EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, is one of the main.
Seen a woman walking up and down the courtyard here. Could be Matilda, we have no idea. Those who've seen her report that she has a long black dress on, big bowed out skirt, like those antebellum style dresses, and a fancy hat on top. Now, some people have seen her from inside the house. They'll come rushing out to meet her. No matter how fast they get out here, she's never here by the time they come out. Now, this woman's also been spotted in the carriage house as well.
For the last part, I want you to tell me, these are some of the photos that people have said where they caught apparitions, scary things, and ghosts around Savannah. Do you believe in them? Or do you just think it's by chance they think they see things? Always give me your opinion. Like and subscribe.